Hey everyone, I'm Mecca here. I want to share what happened last week, and it was good, it was bad, but I thought it's worth doing a separate video. I don't think I talked about it in my weekly update, but I thought it'd be a separate video, and you know, I'm passionate about this, so please excuse any language problems that come out here, but completely off the cuff as usual, no script, but okay, so last week, if you've been following me on Facebook and whatnot, you probably know there's Jay-Z concerts that I'm trying to arrange to go to, and you know, it's a unique thing because he's not coming to Monterey, so we've been looking at different cities to go to. And last weekend he was going to be up in Cleveland, and it was a great chance to see a friend as well and hang out with him for a little bit. And it was all getting ready to go, and here's what happened. See, I had the money to go, but flights were going up, and we were just waiting to see if my wife was going to be able to come with us or whatnot. And flights were going up, and then on the last day, they passed the point where I was like, okay, yeah, that wouldn't be a smart use of my money. And I want to talk about, you know, I had the money for it, but I couldn't afford to go. And it's very different, right? Because too many people spend money that they have because, and in their mind, they say, oh yeah, I can afford it, I have the money. But affordability is responsibility, at least as far as I'm concerned, right? Because, you know, I have the money for, like an M4 has been something I've always thought would be such a cool car to have. We could lease one right now. We have the money to lease one. We can make the payments, and that would be fun and dandy. But we can't afford it, right? You see the difference? We have the money, but we can't afford it. So why can't we afford it? Because that would not be a responsible decision. There's a lot of other things we need to take care of over this car, right? Like, you know, we could easily replace the car we have now. We have the money to do that, but it just wouldn't make sense. We can't actually afford it, even though we can make the payments for whatever car we'd want. Hopefully that makes sense, because too many people are living over here, and they're like, oh yeah, spend the money, I have the money, so I guess I can afford it. But no. Actually being able to afford something means all your other responsibilities are taken care of. You could spend that money and it won't affect anything else you have going on in life. When I started thinking about my finances like this completely changed everything for me. Everything. Figuring out the difference between these two things. And so what happened last week is, you know, I was gonna purchase the flights and everything was looking good. But my wife, Ariana, was like, I don't think we can actually afford it. I'm like, but I have the money. I got the money. I want to go so freaking bad. You know, I've been planning this for months. I have the money. She's like, but it's $1,000 more than what you were expecting. I'm like, yeah, but I have the money. But we can't afford it. We're going back and forth. And me, I'm passionate about certain things. And going to this concert is something I was extremely excited about, extremely passionate about. And I'm somebody who gets my way like a lot. I don't hear no very often at all in my life. And I think that's just part of the drive that I have and just my way of getting what I want in pretty much whatever situation I end up coming in. No is just something I just don't believe people say to me, really. You know, realistically, of course I hear no, but very, very little. So I'm hearing no, and she's telling me, and I'm getting mad. I'm like a little 2-3-year-old throwing a tantrum, just getting pissed off. But who am I pissed off at? Am I pissed off at Mariana, or, and yes I was, because she was saying, no, you should, she was being the responsible adult. So of course I was mad at her. But who was I more upset with? Myself. And why was I upset? I was upset because I got slapped in the face. Because the one thing that I'm so driven to get, I'm so driven to accomplish, the driving force for all of this, for my course, my channel, everything, I got slapped in the face with reality. And that was that I'm not free. I have no freedom. I am still a prisoner. I'm a prisoner because $1,000 is still a chunk of money for me. $1,000 is still something I can't just go spend and not think about. And that right there pissed me the hell off more than anything has in a very long time. Like, I was fuming, like completely just shut down, yeah. That $1,000 prevented me from doing something. I hate being prevented from being able to do something that I want to do. That just goes against everything I believe in. So I was so mad, and this is the difference. This is what I did next. What I did next is the exact reason that I know I will eventually have the lifestyle that I want for me and my family, and be able to help out my friends and family and do all the crazy things in my head. Is I was so pissed off that $1,000 prevented me from seeing my friend, from going to the concert, having a little me time, that I got straight down to work, and the next day I literally worked, I think it was like 15 to 17 hours in front of my computer. I forgot to eat either lunch or dinner, totally forgot to eat that day, and I got down to work. And what was the results the following day? I made over $1,100 profit the next day. So most people, when they don't get their way, when whatever roadblock happens or whatever outside factor, their family, causes a problem or whatever the case, they shut down, they don't get anything done. Me, completely opposite. That touched a nerve that I didn't even know was still around. But that prevented me from doing exactly what I wanted. And I like to do what I want, when I want, with whom I want in my life. But that $1,000 prevented me from doing that. So I got down to work, sent emails, did some promotions, and just, like I said, literally the next day I was working 15 to 17 hours. The following day, I made over $1,100 profit. Now, did I go on the trip? No, I didn't. The flights were gone. Hopefully in December I can go to Portland, it's looking like. But I want you to think about this, because when you hit a roadblock, when something prevents you from getting what you want, what do? Do you just fold over and say, I guess it wasn't meant to be? Or do you get down and dirty and figure it out and come up with a way to do it? This is one of the reasons I love running my own business, because I get to do exactly what I want to do and make as much money as I want to make. I just got to put in the work, put in the effort, and just get down and dirty. That was such a confidence boost, seeing the income coming in that day. Do I make $1,000 every day? No, not yet. But I can't wait. I can't wait to keep implementing all the strategies, things that I'm learning to have my first $2,000. I don't know if I've made $2,000 in a day yet. I don't know if I have, but I can't wait to have my first $2,000 or my first $10,000 day. So, hey, if you're ever struggling or you get frustrated or whatever happens, if you're in a similar situation as I've been describing, use that energy, use that anger, use whatever it is, use it to just go and crush the next day. Because using that right there is the difference between successful and failures. Right there is how you react when your back's against the wall, how you react when you get slapped in the face with reality. That's the difference between people who succeed and people who fall flat on their face and forget about getting up. Hey, if you enjoyed this, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments, how do you react when you don't get your way? What do you do? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to connect and see what your thoughts are on this. Till next time, everyone, take care.